But what you're going to need is construction paper, glue, a marker. My art kit hasn't come, so all I have is a Sharpie. So you can use a regular marker, and scissors. All right, so we're gonna take a black piece of construction paper and set it aside, because this is gonna be our background. Let's put it over here. Okay, and then the next one is we have to pick a piece of construction paper. And the way I want you to pick this is I want you to ask yourself, what is my favorite color? So my favorite color is green, so I'm going to start with green, okay? And we are going to cut a circle out of the green. So I want you to fold your paper in half long ways. And just a little bit ago, you guys were listening, well, I was listening to you guys talk about symmetry. And this is a way that we can cut symmetry. So we're going to fold our paper in half like a hot dog. And then we're going to take our pencil. You will need a pencil. Sorry, I should have put that on the list. And we are going to draw a big half circle. So we're going to come from here. And we're going to draw all the way down. Okay? And so when we cut this out, because it's folded, what we cut on this side is going to be the same on this side. So starting at the corner where it's folded, you don't want to start at this corner because then it won't work. Where it's folded, you're going to start to cut along your line, cutting that half circle out. And this is your favorite color. And so now we have a circle. It's pretty big, right? Yours could be smaller, yours could be bigger. And actually, I want mine to be a little smaller, so I'm going to come back and cut it through a little bit smaller. And let's see, will it look the same on both sides? Yeah, I think it does. All right, awesome. Put your scraps aside, or you can save them, like I've saved all my scraps here. We have to pick another color. So next, I want you to think about your favorite place. Close your eyes, imagine your favorite place. What is the most dominant, meaning the biggest color in that place? So for me, my favorite place is the ocean. And so I'm thinking of the blue from the ocean. And I'm going to use one of my scrap pieces to make this. We're going to cut a square. So to cut a square, remember we're doing symmetry. So you're going to take your paper, you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to draw half of a square on this side, which is actually just a square or a rectangle. So see, I drew half of a square. Then I'm going to take my scissors and cutting on the crease, I'm going to cut this out. And what we do on this side is going to show up perfectly symmetrical to the other side. Boom, now I have a square. I'm going to put that over there. Next, we're going to pick another color. So close your eyes and think of your favorite food. It's making me hungry. What color is your favorite food? My favorite food is red. I love Indian food, and I love tikka masala is my favorite. So I am going to use red, and for red we are going to cut a triangle. So this time let's fold our paper in half like a hamburger, like you're making a card. We're going to make a triangle. So to make a triangle, you're going to draw half your triangle, or but it is still a triangle, but it's not equilateral. Bringing in some math here, just bonus. So draw half your triangle. And can you see it? So that's like a right angle triangle. And then when I cut it, remember it's going to be symmetrical. So what we do on this side, we'll do to the other side. And we're going to cut it out. And what's going to happen is we'll have an equilateral triangle. Alright, and put that aside. Next, this one's my favorite, and it's inspired by the movie Trolls. Think about how Branch found his true colors when he was gray through the whole movie, and then he started singing, and he turned blue because he was singing, and that was his true color. So when you sing your favorite song, what color would you turn if you were a troll? And for me, I think I would turn yellow because because my favorite song right now is A Total Eclipse of the Heart, because I sing it constantly to my 1-year-old daughter because I tell her to turn around all the time. So I would turn yellow like the sun. So if I was a troll, I'd be yellow. And we are going to cut an organic shape. So again, we're going to fold it in half like a hamburger, long ways. And then we're going to go a little crazy with the pencil. So I actually might do this with a marker so that you can see it super clear. I'm going to take my Sharpie. But you can use a pencil, or you can use a Sharpie if you want, or a marker if you want. But I'm going to make an organic shape. An organic shape is just something, is just a shape that is found organically in nature, so naturally in nature. Alright, so I'm going to have a lot of round edges, but we don't want to overlap our shapes. So that's a very organic, natural, unique shape. I'm going to bring my scissors in, cut around the lines. So your shape doesn't have to look like mine. Your shape might look really different. But again, because we folded our paper in half, it's going to be symmetrical. So we have a circle, we have a triangle, we have a square, and we have our organic shape. Oh, this is getting kind of tricky. Remember, you're cutting it out. I forgot. And so my shape is a little bit more confusing. Alright. And I'm so curious what this is going to look like. It's going to be symmetrical, but I'm not quite sure until I open it up. And wow. Kind of looks like lungs to me. Okay. But this is awesome. It's my organic shape. So my organic shape, my triangle, my square, and my circle. And they're all symmetrical, meaning they're the same on each side. And we made sure they were symmetrical because we folded the paper in half to cut it. Put all my scraps in here. Now we're going to take our glue and we are going to organize these on our piece of paper. So I recommend what you do is start to play with your items and see kind of what you like, how you want to layer them. Just play around with it. So I think I want my circle there. I want my organic shape. How do I have it? Maybe like this? Yeah. I'm going to put my square on top of it. I'm going to put my square here maybe. So you're just playing. What do you like? What position? This way. So I'm happy with that, and that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to take them off in order. I'm going to try and keep these together. I'm going to flip it upside down so I know what I have to glue first. So I have to glue my circle on first, more like an oval. And so you always want to take your glue and put it on the object that you're pasting. So get your glue. I do not have my stick glue yet, but that might be easier. Go all the way around the edges. A little bit on the inside. Turn it over and paste. Press it in really good. Great job. Organic shape. Putting glue on what you're pasting. Make sure you're putting it on the back. And I want to cover up my Sharpie marks. I'm going to put glue all the way around the outside of this crazy organic shape. Again, I kind of wish I had stick glue. And then a little in the middle. And I'm going to paste this on. Oops. Move mine around a little bit. That's okay. I had to get it all on my paper. And I'm just going to rub my glue in with my finger. I'm a little messy with the glue. That's okay, because it will dry. Kind of rub it in. Here we go. Next, I'm going to do my triangle. And I think that's where I had my triangle. Kind of messed it up. It needs to be this way to cover up those pencil lines. And I think I want it really straight with the edge here. Or maybe I don't. Yeah, I want it like this actually. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. Put glue on the outside. A little bit in the middle. Flip it back over. And press it in. Maybe hold it for a little bit, especially since sometimes it takes stick glue a little bit longer to hold the paper down. Rub it in. And there we go. And then my square, kind of want it right. I think I want it right there. Yeah, so it looks a little different than what I originally had, but that's okay. Flip it over, put the glue not on the paper, but on the object that you're pasting. And that's just to make sure that you don't have extra glue. Around the outside, a little bit in the middle. And press your object in. And remember, you can go at your own pace. You can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. You can always rewatch this recording and do it later. So now we have some pretty awesome shapes on our black piece of paper, and it's already looking really cool. If you want, you can add more just by cutting out your shapes in your construction paper. But I'm going to take my marker now, and I'm going to come around and add an outline to my shape. So the outline is just going to make the shape stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to start on this side. And I'm just going to come and trace over these shapes. See how it's making it stand out? And I think it makes it look more finished. And just go very slow. And it's okay if you mess up. Because if you mess up, you just come in and make your line a little thicker on that side. See how I messed up there? You just keep tracing it. And coming up. So since I messed up here, you see I have that line there. Just gonna come and make it a little bit thicker. And now you can't tell as much. We are tracing all of our shapes. And this is good drawing practice too. I'm just going to stop there. You see how the black outline makes it look more complete, more finished than with no outline? Oh. You see how Miss PM just messed up a ton right there? Watch how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make a line. Color than that square. So I just made my line a little bit thicker. Now you can't tell I messed up as much. In art school we had a little bit of a saying, which is, there are no mistakes in art, just happy accidents. And so that was a happy accident, because I actually kind of like how that line was a little thicker. And there we go. Now we have our Picasso collage. And these are our shapes. We have our circle, organic shape, triangle, square.